One of the things I've been noticing when I'm going through various animation forums, cartoon forums, etc., is that a common complaint is that artists get stuck in the anime slash manga style of drawing when it comes to drawing their own characters. And I find this is actually pretty prevalent amongst uh, artists that usually when they started, they're fans of anime to begin with, and that's how they learn how to draw by copying their favorite TV shows or their favorite comic books, their favorite manga comic books, and their favorite Japanese shows. Usually these artists uh, may have started in the 80s or 90s with shows like Voltron or Sailor Moon or Pokemon, etc. And it goes on and on and on. But uh, there are a few things that are particular to anime. So, like for example, I'm using two heads here. They're basically the same structure as you would find in typically anime. But in this case, I'm going to try drawing a typical anime face. Like for example, this starting right here, this is just a simple nose that's pretty common toward in anime. And here's a simple mouth shape. The thing I want to draw your attention to is that the nose and the mouth, they're not conforming to the structure of the face. They're pretty much just flat diagrams that are just kind of pasted on roughly, more approximately where the face is. But what the real test here, especially for a manga style face, is in the eyes. Now, as anyone who's a big fan of anime or manga can see, the eyes are large and feature almost pasted on pupils. And the pupils are yes these huge things that have large reflections on them. But here's what I want to draw attention to: they're quite usually flat. They're almost like stickers that are pasted onto this ball that describes the skull and the cranium. And this is something that's actually pretty common for anime style faces. There's not if that's the style you're going for, that's perfectly okay. I mean, but if you want to go for a more cartoony style, say a more Disney style or Warner Brothers style, then the thing you got to start with is that you have to remember, like things have structure. In this case, I'm starting drawing a nose here, and there's an actual underlying structure towards the nose. There's a point here at the tip of the nose. It's kind of like a ball, and here's describing the nostrils here. But as opposed to the anime face, which is just this weird triangle, what I'm drawing here is the bridge of a nose that's described with a bit of shadow. And this is all done with the knowledge of the underlying structure that is the nose. Now, with this mouth here, instead of it being just a flat decal, what you want to do is you want to draw with the knowledge that you're actually trying to craft it so it looks like flesh. So in this case, I'm describing the bottom lip here, uh, and what I'm also drawing is a few guidelines to let you know that there's a bit of a curve here around with the face and with the upper lip. Even when you're drawing the inside of a tongue, no teeth, but just a tongue, keep in mind, this is a piece of solid structure that goes into the inside the mouth. Now you notice that this mouth looks a lot more uh, it looks a lot more realistic and structured. I know realistic in cartoons, not exactly a good thing, but you do want to keep in mind that you're actually drawing a solid structure here. Now, with drawing eyes, uh, instead of being it like a sticky sticker decal that's kind of pasted onto a ball, what the thing you have to realize with drawing eyes is that what you're actually doing is describing the folds of skin, like especially around at the top here, at the folds of skin that are actually forming around the eyeball. So you want to create the impression uh, that the eyes are actually sitting in the eye sockets of a skull here, And even when you're drawing the pupils themselves, you want to get the impression that these are uh, um, conforming to the spherical surface of an eye, of the eyeball. I'm just going to clean this up right here, and this is what you want to convey with all of your drawings. And this is actually the what I consider the biggest difference between your typical anime slash manga drawing and a more structured cartoon drawing, especially from the more modern Disney and Warner Brothers approach. Always keep in mind what you're trying to do is you're trying to create the illusion of structure, even with two-dimensional drawing like you're doing here. And this is the primary difference between a cartoon face and an anime face.